Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Talat Iqbal. My student ID is MS160400-299. Today presentation is about Android OS versus Symbian OS. We'll begin our presentation, but let's go first to the abstract. This presentation is made for the course CS703 Advanced Operating System to compare the Android and Symbian OS with the different aspects, including usability, performance, and to see the pros and cons of both OS. And finally, to conclude and suggest which is more better in today's fast-paced market and high-tech era, based on the end user point of view without going to a lot of nitty-gritty technical and drill down details. So when we say Android, so Android is definitely changing the default. Default is Symbian. The best thing in Android is that they are customizable. They come up with the power of customization, which take a user experience to the next level. However, unfortunately, we do not have much customization in a Symbian, or let's say no customization in a Symbian earlier version, but current version are giving users some options and screens to be customized, but still it is, let's say, 10% as compared to what Android is providing. The best thing, Android has multiple screen support. That, for example, if we have a smartphone which is running over the Android, we can have a multiple home screens, we can have a multiple gadgets on the screen, while Symbian do not support this feature as well. The next level is, let's talk about internet browsing and emails. Androids always come up with an excellent browser, which is a Chrome. It is a very fast browser and having a good security features. Also, Android support default email exchange, and they are better in the using and fast when they are better in the usage and having a good GUI. While Symbian comes up with a built-in browser which is having a very complex algorithm, which leads to slow internet. With the internet browser is not that nice feeling, and user cannot have a lot of options. For example, just close and open multiple session, back, forward, this type of things. Now, another aspect for the Android and Symbian comparison is that technically Android has a millions of applications available in the App Store. Most of them are free of charge, some of them are paid application. Having a lot of application gives the user a choice to have a quality, quantity, and with the productivity. However, Symbian do not have such kind of applications available, so this is another drawback for the Symbian operating system. Platform updates. Both the Symbian and Google's Android support the platform update. However, if we have any system with the Symbian version, so we cannot change the base frame version, while in an Android we can totally upgrade to the new version while removing the base version. And most of the devices or phones which are using Android OS come up with the version 2 and 3, and they are easily or free upgradable to version 4 and currently version 4.3 and so on. So as a user we enjoy the latest software. However, we may have the older devices or the systems, so we enjoy a free upgrade. In addition to that, Android, the best thing in Android OS, they just introduced a Wi-Fi hotspot. That is, you can use your device to be working as a hotspot or router for ensuring your network with other people who do not have a data SIM or do not have a free Wi-Fi connection. So your system, if let's say if you're using a mobile, we can use our mobile as a hotspot and based if it runs on the Android OS. While the Symbian, we do not see any feature in Symbian like that. Let's summarize the Symbian, what we have discussed so far. Symbian is an open source operating system that has been developed by the mobility giant Nokia. Almost the most of the mobile phone, let's say 60% was running on Symbian, but this is date till year 2008. Let's discuss the Symbian advantages. Symbian is a stable OS. It has continuous update. It's cheaper since it is open source. There's a lot of apps available in the market, and no doubt it's durable. I don't remember if you or anybody can recall when the last time was this Nokia Symbian phone were hanging. The disadvantage is that there are monotones and less customizable GUI. It's kind of old and boring for a young generation. You don't feel it's like nice GUIs, tweaking activities in the Symbian. Now go to Android. Android is made by IT giant Google. The Android has pros and cons, of course, as well. It is made by Google as a pros. Google services come for free. Huge app stores, including which is increasing productivity. Open source with a great SDK freedom for developers. If a developer want to use, they have a lot of SDK and freeware available. Easy to gain super user right. However, the cons for Android is it's basically need a huge hardware. Version update is not maintained by the smartphone companies or the device owner. You will receive OS update and it will be automatically updated. All apps are not backward compatible and not all the Android versions are completely stable. Conclusion, there are always, as we know, there are always pros and cons for choosing anything. But as far as we are concerned for Android versus Symbian, I will prefer Android because of its customization, usability, security, frequent updates, and a huge market support. Literally, there are millions of applications available in Android market. Android is much advanced and provides more values and fun to the end user, while Symbian needs to update and cope up with the updates, and a lot of missing features need still to be added or built in a Symbian. Symbian, of course, served us well, and thanks to being legend Symbian, but the time is changed and past. So to conclude now, the Symbian is the past and Android is the present, and the future yet to begin. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.